If you want to stretch out your legs, knees, and feet, then make your way to your yoga mat. Lower down, extend your legs long, place your hands at heart center, and select an intention for today's yoga sequence. It can be a word or phrase, whatever comes to your mind. No need to overthink it. If you're using props today, go ahead and grab your yoga strap. Place the yoga strap around the ball of your left foot. At your own breath's pace, inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, lower the foot down. Movement before stillness. Notice that there's a bend in your right knee at this point in your yoga sequence. On your next breath, extend the leg towards the ceiling. Breathe. Keep a generous bend in your left knee and flex your left ankle. Extend your right leg long and flex your right ankle. Feel the stretch in your legs, your ankles, and your knee. If your knee isn't perfectly straight today in your left leg, that's okay. You're exactly where you need to be. Transfer the yoga strap to your right hand. Stack your hips over to your right. If you want to bring the floor a little bit closer to you, you can grab your yoga block and place it under your left foot, or you can rest your foot on the floor. Flex your ankles. See if you can take that upper leg and bring it just a little bit straighter. On your next breath, inhale and lift your left arm up above your head and feel the stretch in your underarm. Close your eyes and remember to breathe. Lower the arm down, release the pose, remove the yoga strap from your left foot, and take a moment. No need to rush. Move your yoga block to the opposite side of your mat. Lay down. Place the yoga strap around the left ball of your foot and open up and close the foot a few times. Now notice if your right hip begins to migrate up off the ground. It's signaling that you're opening up your left leg just a little too far, so no need to open out that far. Remember, this isn't a competition. This is your yoga practice. Place your right arm in the T position. Take your gaze towards the ceiling. Close your eyes and come back to the words of your intention that you set at the beginning of today's yoga practice. Bring your awareness back to the present moment. Lower your arm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remove the strap from your foot. Step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Place your arms in the T position. Lower your knees to the right. Take your gaze to the left. And then lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Windshield wipe out your hips a few times. A little bit of movement after some stillness. Notice how this feels in your body. If you're using a yoga strap, grab it at this time. Take your yoga strap and place it around the ball of your right foot. Gently lift up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift the foot up. Exhale, lower down. One breath with one movement. Next time you inhale, find stillness and lift the leg up towards the ceiling. If you want a little bit more, feel free to extend the left leg long up against the mat. Make sure you flex both ankles. Flex your left ankle, flex your right ankle. You want to feel the stretch in your legs, ankles, and in your knees. Keep a generous bend in your right knee. No need to overextend today. On your next breath, lower your right leg towards your right. Stack the hips, flex your ankles, and notice if you're crunching forward. If so, gently guide the spine back to the neutral position. Inhale, lift the arm up overhead and feel the stretch in your underarm. Close your eyes. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you, pause this video and grab some pillows off your bed and prop that leg up. There's no need to push yourself. Now, there's a difference between stretching yourself and feeling discomfort or pain. So you know your body. I can't tell you what to do. So I invite you to be kind to yourself and use props if needed. Release the posture. Come to lie on your back. Take just a moment. Move your yoga block to the opposite side if you're using one. Lay down. Wrap the strap around your right foot. Place your left arm in the T position and open and close your leg a few times. Now, once you feel comfortable, you can rest your yoga block. Now, personally, I'm a little bit tighter on this side, so it took me a few moments to set up. That's completely okay. I don't know about you, but I've watched some videos where they just like jump into the poses with perfect precision, and I don't operate that way. It takes me a moment to set up the postures. Do you find that for yourself too? It takes you a moment to get situated. That's completely normal. So I wanted to leave that in there for you. So close your eyes and focus on the stretch in your hips. Release this pose. Remove the yoga strap. Extend the right leg long. Place a bend in your knees. Draw your knees into your chest and gently rock from left to right a few times. Massage out your lower spine. Notice how this feels in your body. If your mind has begun to wander, I invite you to bring it back to the present moment. If you have a yoga bolster, grab it at this time. Today, I'm going to use a round yoga bolster. But if you don't have one, that's okay. You'll be able to do this pose. Place your big toes together, separate your knees to the wide of the mat, and hip hinge forward. Turn your gaze to the left and extend your arms long. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Turn your gaze in the opposite direction. Extend your arms long. Draw your low belly in and up and soften the muscles in your face. If your mind has begun to wander outside of this space, I invite you to bring it back to the right here and the right now, because all you have is right now. Draw your hands near your armpits. Sit up. If you're using a prop, move it out of the way at this time. But if not, meet me over by the wall. If you don't have a wall nearby, no problem. You don't need one to do this pose. It's just optional. So stand up. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart and place your hands onto your shins into a flat back stretch. But if you have a wall, place your hands on the wall and adjust yourself as needed. You may need to walk back a little bit further, a little bit closer. You are going to be a different height from me, but notice if your spine is rounded. I want you to have a straight spine, as straight as you can get it. Now unclench your jaw and draw your awareness inward. Release your hands from the wall and stand up tall. Now, I'm coming down to my knees and rolling out my shoulders a few times just so you are able to see me. Make your way down towards the ground. And if you're using a wall, scoot your hips up to the wall and place the back of your thighs onto the wall and flex your ankles. Once again, you don't need a wall to do this. You can sit down on your yoga mat, lift your legs up towards the sky, and flex your ankles. I wanted to intensify the stretch, so I'm up at the wall. If you have a yoga strap, you can also take it up another notch. Take the yoga strap, wrap it around your thighs, and secure the strap tightly. This creates a bind. And if you haven't done this before, you got to try it. I'm telling you, if you have a yoga strap, grab it. And I want you to tell me, or at least think to yourself, do you notice a huge difference when you bind the legs? Does it feel good in your body, or is it giving you some negative feedback? Let me know. So once you've made your way to the wall, secured your bind, flex your ankles, relax your head down on the ground, place your arms in the T position if it allows, or place your arms on your belly. Close your eyes and relax in this legs up the wall posture. Place a bend in your knees. Slowly turn to one side. No need to rush, you were there for a few minutes. And come back to your yoga mat. Once you're at your yoga mat, place a bend in your knees. Firmly plant your feet on the ground. Step them to the wide edge of the mat. Lower your knees to the left and right a few times. Windshield wipe out your hips. Little bit of movement after some extended stillness. Place your feet about hip widths distance apart. Pick up your right foot and place it just above your left knee. Roll out your ankle a couple of times. Bring a little bit of space to your body. Circle out your foot in the opposite direction. And come back to the words of your intention. Repeat them to yourself softly. Wiggle out your hips a couple of times, left to right. And as your body calls you out, pick up your right foot and extend it forward. Extend both legs forward and wiggle out your feet. Place a bend in your knees and pick up your left foot and place it just above the right knee. Circle out your foot in one direction. Draw your low belly in and up and visualize that left knee coming away from you, going forward. Circle out your foot in the opposite direction. Is one hip tighter than the other? No need to pass judgment, just collecting information on you. Now gently rock the hips from left to right a few times. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Find stillness, extend the legs long, shake out the ankles, shake out the hips. Make your way to a comfortable seated position. Draw your hands to heart center, and always, always commend yourself for making time for you.
Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.